updates on sports stories across the globe, Aaron Akiri-Jola joins us. Good morning, Aaron.
Yeah, good morning to you, Ayo. Good morning to you, Doctor. Good morning to you, Rafai. All right, let's get started with some boxing news today. And the much anticipated Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury 2, which was initially reported that will be held in October, has now been confirmed. 21st of December, we're going to be having this particular bout in Riyadh again. Of course, the chairman of entertainment in Saudi Arabia has actually spoken and said they are expectant and they want to see this fight happen. So he will be going against Alexander Usyk, who for a brief stint held all the belts and was undisputed at the time. So let's see what happens. The bout is going to go there, and one that Tyson Fury knows that he can claw back only just 3 belts. Only 3 belts. And he cannot be the undisputed champion like Alexander Usyk, or maybe a Lennox Lewis. Away from that, some news, but some will say it's a freak news, some will say maybe expected. Let's talk about the fact that Vincent Kompany, having led Burnley to relegation, straight down as he came up in the Premier League and the Championship, has now been announced as the coach of Bayern Munich. All right, FC Hollywood, as they're popularly called, the Bavarians, were decided to take this particular route. And a lot of people have been talking about the overarching influence of those that have served under Pep Guardiola in one way or the other. Understanding that Maresca has gone to Chelsea, now Vincent Kompany also probably lent his trade with Pep Guardiola under his final years at Manchester City as a captain. And right now, he'll be coaching Bayern Munich. I want to look out for. While Hansi Flick has also gone to Barcelona, talking about reshuffles for managers. But away from that,
does he have the experience for that job?
I have no idea. That's why I said it's a freak. It's a freak appointment.
Coaching the other day.
It's a freak appointment, but if you have a good agent in football, anything, and I mean absolutely anything can happen.
Good agent without experience.
Okay, we've seen it happen. AVB, typical example. Now let's talk about a team that actually created history yesterday, and Olympiacos became the very first Greek club because remember the Greek side of 2004 that defeated Portugal and Cristiano Ronaldo and the legends back in the day. So they decided to follow suit and became the first. And Fiorentina have now lost 2 back-to-back Europa Conference finals. But this was how they celebrated it in that particular city there. They were just 4 minutes from time. El Kabi decided to slot into the back of the net, and the rest, as they say, is history. Kudos to Olympiacos for winning the Europa Conference League. Away from that, we are hearing that even though they were all smiles when they met for the Globe Sports Award, Kylian Mbappé is embroiled in serious legal tussle with Paris Saint-Germain because Paris Saint-Germain are dragging their feet to pay the April wages and bonuses of Kylian Mbappé, totaling about 86 million. The open secret is out there that he will be joining Real Madrid. Announced the signing of Kylian Mbappé, pending who knows how things will play out before the Euros or maybe even after the Euros. But right now, wages, monies, and loyalty bonuses are a little bit of a stumbling block. His lawyers and his mother, who is always at the center of it all, are actually fighting this one, and they want to collect as much as they can for Paris Saint-Germain before exiting. Now, away from that too, the French Open, of course, Roland Garros is actually heating up. And at the moment, we're seeing some rise to the occasion and some being left behind. Iga Swiatek, of course, seeded number 1 going to this one, was able to disperse Naomi Osaka 7-6, 1-6, 7-5. While Coco Gauff herself was able to get into the second and third round of this particular competition. And also, another man that a lot of people are actually saying that maybe might just give Novak Djokovic a run for his money. All right, talking about Yannick Sinner. He's been in good form, rich vein of form, I must actually say, dispersing Richard Gasquet 6-4, 6-2, 6-4. And quickly away from that also.
Richard Gasquet still played?
Yes, he is still playing. Yes, he is still playing.
As a wild card anyway.
Yes, and finally, let's say that Samuel Eto'o finally got his wish and actually had his way because Samuel Eto'o and FECAFOOT have been fighting the Ministry of Sports and Physical Education in Cameroon over the appointment of a particular Mark Bryce, who was to take over and also release a list and also preside over the Cameroonian national team, talking about the Indomitable Lions for their World Cup qualifier against Cape Verde. They didn't like it. They said the man did not respect, FECAFOOT did not respect Samuel Eto'o, and Samuel Eto'o voiced his opinion. The minister tried to come in and try to be part of that particular meeting. He was kicked out, and ultimately they've actually put in an interim coach. But one thing is certain, Samuel Eto'o's time as the president of FECAFOOT has been embroiled in controversies, issues after issues, instead of the country to move forward. No thanks to the fact that he's seen it all and done it all in football. It's unfortunate that he's been the one to be a major stumbling block because it's from one issue to the other. Either it's match fixing or probably assaulting people or probably fighting players that do not greet him, because there are talks that if you don't greet Samuel Eto'o, he will tell the coach, his former friend, Rigobert Song, do not start this player. Reported news that have been confirmed time and time again. If Eto'o doesn't like you, you don't play. And that was part of the reasons why they say Rigobert Song could not really succeed. And now this Mark Bryce is already out. They've brought in the local interim coach. Let's see what actually happens.
But this was the same Eto'o that was flowery, great man. In fact, I remember a particular story back in the days that Eto'o had to use his own money to buy his teammates wristwatches, very expensive wristwatches, to be able to motivate them.
Yes,
he even paid. This was the same man that, carried Cameroon at a point. So what is happening to him? So please, Eto'o, whatever it is, the problem, just solve it. Congratulations to Olympiacos. There's a big rivalry going on in Greece. I'm sure AEK fans, Panathinaikos fans, they are going to be livid, but hey, it's Greek victory.
Yes.
I mean, Greece has not really won anything on the big European stage, apart from that freak victory, I should tell you.
Yes,
because it was always 1-0, 2-1. The days of them Stelios Giannakopoulos and a couple of other people. I mean, I was surprised how they got to the finals of Euro and they had to beat Portugal. So it was very freaky victory, So, but kudos to them, kudos to Olympiacos. It's quite a very formidable team. It's come to stay. I think in the past years, it's had some Nigerians play for that team. The likes of Haruna also played for that team at some point. But kudos to them.
Okay, no, you'll have Nigeria. Brandon Day also.
Barry also played for Olympiacos.
Yeah.
As regards, French Open, a lot of veterans. When I saw Richard Gasquet, I was like, goodness me, Richard Gasquet is still playing, but he's there as a wild card. Iga Swiatek, blazing trail going up there. Naomi Osaka is out, but you still have the likes of Coco Gauff there. So,
but can they stop Swiatek? Is a big question. I don't think anyone can stop
I don't think you can stop Iga Swiatek and Claire as we speak. I think she's about one of the finest things. Just like Sinner. Sinner is just, that guy's sinful. He plays very sinfully good tennis, if I can use that word.
He's good.
It's very, very good. When you saw what he did in the tournaments leading up to the French Open. So, I mean, I'm tipping it probably, if nothing happens to get to the finals, and when you still have the usual people there, probably it will be an Iga Swiatek victory. At Roland Garros. Only time will tell. But hey, we're also looking forward to the fact that Olympics comes up, just across the months, and it's just a good one for football. For tennis, real quickly, I have said it. I do not think that Tyson Fury should have a rematch. But if he wants to, you can.
For pride and honor.
You can stop him. But my response to him seeking a rematch will be quoting the songs of a very prominent politician, Dino Melai in Nigeria, that says, "Ajeku iya ni o je, Ajeku iya ni o je."
All right, it's okay. All right, I want to comment on Vincent Goodluck Kompany.
Yes, extremely good.
His middle name is not Goodluck, but you know how the name Goodluck in Nigeria has paved way for a number of people. So some might, imagine that his middle name just might be Goodluck. Going from Burnley to Bayern Munich, following the exit of Thomas Tuchel, a number of people wouldn't. In fact, people said that he knew that he was not top. He was probably number 8 or 10. Yeah. Than how he emerged as number 1. This is the testimony you give that what God cannot do doesn't exist. From the back to the front, but of course, as it's often said, he's been given the opportunity. It is now for him to prove himself as manager. He's played in Germany before, Bundesliga. He was in Hamburg before he moved to Man City. So it's probably familiar terrain. So like you said, is it because he has a good agent? The fact that they want to take a chance on him, like you mentioned, his links with Pep Guardiola, hoping that he'll work that magic, even though he wasn't able to work magic in Burnley.
No, but he did in the championship.
There might be extenuating circumstances during the interview that made him not perform so well with Burnley, that he feel like if that is provided for him, at Bayern Munich, he would perform better. So I'm hoping that, I'm always, for the underdog, I hope that he will prove critics wrong and that he would actually work some magic. Bayern Munich had a good season last.
His job took care of field.
But, I mean,
his company that will do it.
So let's see how, there have been many coaches who were underdogs, who were not given any opportunity of flying chances. Even Mikel Arteta of Arsenal as well, when he came in, they thought he was too young for the job. But he's proven himself in the course of time. He had some, falters
what about
initially. He had some falters initially, but I'm rooting for him. Company, you can do this. Well done. Congratulations.
Okay. Vincent Kompany is succeeding Thomas Tuchel at Bayern Munich. But you were expressing concern about Hansi Flick. The concern should be more about Vincent Kompany, who took Burnley to relegation. So, is this reward for taking Burnley to relegation? But, his future remains to be seen. In the case of Hansi Flick, you will recall that, Laporta, the president of Barcelona, had reached an agreement with Hernandez that he will stay on. That agreement was reached in April, but all of a sudden Laporta changed his mind, and that's why Hansi Flick is there. What we're told is that Hansi Flick has a gift for tactical flexibility and for hard-pressing game that will fit into the Barcelona model. But again, that remains to be seen. Now, talking about managers, Bompato, the coach of Lyon, has now been engaged by Chelsea to coach Chelsea. Emma Hayes, the award-winning coach of, the Chelsea women's football, has gone to coach the U.S. female national team.
Yes.
And Bompasto, well, she did well as a player, as a midfielder, one of the best in the history of female football in France. And she later became manager of the academy in Lyon. Later, she became manager, one of those first players to win the league, the Champions League as a player, and also to win as a coach.
Yes.
And now she's stepping into the big shoes of
Emma Hayes.
Well, she will be under pressure, but will she live up to it? Emma Hayes was able to win 7 women's Super League titles, 5 FA Cups, and other cups.
Yes.
But now she's going to the US. So we have Bompasto coming in. Congratulations to all 3 of them, irrespective of what anybody may think. Now, Nigeria. Finidi George is going to face his major test.
Yes, next week.
From next week?
Yes.
Camp opens on Monday.
Yes.
23 men. Victor Osimhen will not be there. He's out because he's injured, so he's treating himself. But 23 men will be there. 3 of the players are from the local league. First match against South Africa in Uyo on June 7.
Yeah.
The second one against Benin Republic on June 10. Yeah. Well, we are number 3 in our group. We need to win both matches for us to be able to qualify. Yeah. Are we going to win? If we win,
I hope so.
I think we'll be very happy.
I'm praying so.
Congratulations to Olympiacos for winning the Conference League. Well, the first Greek football club to do it. Yeah. And the second Greek club to reach any final in Europe. The last club that did it was Panathinaikos in 1971 when they reached the European Cup final. But they were beaten by Ajax in that. So Olympiacos went into this game, as the underdog. But at the end of the day, they were able to beat Fiorentina 1-0. USIC versus Fury. Yes, Christmas cracker in Saudi. That is how it has been named. No, the thing to note is that USIC and Fury signed a 2-fight contract. Yeah. So it's not as if is something that anybody can argue about.
No, but
the match was supposed to be, the rematch was to be in October.
Yes.
And then they moved it back
to December.
So it's a Christmas delight that people can look forward to. Finally, Jude Bellingham, 20 years old, has been named Player of the Year of the La Liga. When he was with Dortmund, he won Player of the Year 2022-2023 in the Bundesliga. And now again, he has done it again, scoring 19 goals in a total of 21 games. And he's just 20 years old. So congratulations to him. I think he deserves to be celebrated. A lot of people are already saying he's the next GOAT.
No, it's too early to call. Too early to call.
Well, people are saying so.
Too early to call. He has shown it.
He has shown it.
People are saying
in the making at the age of 20.
Marcus Rashford, as I said, when he started like a house on fire, and actually fizzled out, literally like a candle in the wind. So if I had to borrow from Sahel to John.
Don't compare. This one has shown more promise than Rashford. You can't
When Rashford came busting to the scene in his major matches, in the first major matches, Arsenal, Manchester City.
It's not major match. You are saying into the season. He has done it, Dortmund. He's done it for a whole full season. It's not matches. So
anyway, don't rub it in from Marcus Rashford. Gareth Southgate didn't put him.
That's what I'm talking about.
Gareth Southgate didn't put him in. Don't worry.
It's falling from grace. It's too early to call.
Yeah, it's not falling.
It's not too early.
It's just that
it's good to. It's easy to have a great season. No. To follow up that season as a youngster is difficult. That is why people say that what Ronaldo and Lionel Messi have been able to do is heavily underestimated. Erling Haaland did twice as much as this man did last season.
We get that point.
And he became a victim of his own success.
We get that
He's
point.
not been able to follow that one up because Erling Haaland was quite the player, was quite the juggernaut last season. But look at this season.
As we speak today,
yes.
If Jude Bellingham stopped football now,
yes.
need his leg break, we don't pray for it. He's a legend already.
He's not a legend. Did you say Erling Haaland is a legend already?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
What makes him a legend?
Okay. Can we just say our own is to encourage these superstars that emerge, and he deserves the praise for what he's been able to do.
The pressure. This is the pressure that usually breaks some of the superstars because. Because too early people begin to say he needs to do everything for an extended period of time before you can put him in that bracket.
We are not soothsayers. We are analysts.
Yes.
We just analyze the facts.
Look at Naomi Osaka, for example. Naomi Osaka right now is an average player.
Okay.
But at a certain time, she was the toast of tennis.
But on this
that's life for you.
We used
pressure.
We used to call a Tiger Woods the comeback kid.
Yeah.
He would go down, he would come back again.
Bellingham is a legend.
We are not soothsayers.
Too early.
We are not soothsayers.
Too early for that.
We just encourage everybody.
Accept it or not.
Thank you very much, Gerald. I know you have your biases,
very
not just internationally, even here. If I mention Amaju Pinnick now, you get excited.